At 18:37 on Thursday the 22nd of August 2002, Emily Sarah Münch made her way into the world by caesarean section after spending just 26 weeks in the womb.
I was born prematurely in 2002. I was born at 26 weeks and weighed 980 grams and spent 99 days in the Neonatal ICU.
Thursday was a very scary and emotionally taxing day as the decision to go ahead was made, and one of the nurses from the neonatal unit came to talk to us. We went to see the unit in order to prepare us for what was to come, and all I can say is thanks to the man above that we actually had some sort of experience of this matter. Being in theatre for me ended up being comforting, and the thought of her 26 weeks and what may or may not happen was more daunting than the neonatal unit itself. She's 31 centimeters long and weighed 980 grams at birth. So far she's doing very well, with the real problem that she currently has being her prematurity. The moment she's off the ventilator and on the CPAP machine, which basically ensures that her lungs don't collapse, maintaining a cushion of air which she breathes herself. Given that the receptor within her brain that tells her to breathe is only fully developed at 35 weeks, they do have to remind her to breathe pretty often, and she's given caffeine which stimulates the receptor to do its job. Her forgetfulness is not enough that they need to put her back on the ventilator, but obviously remains an option to them. All things being equal, she will be in hospital till somewhere around middle November, which is very tough to handle, but it's the best place for her to be.
We had each other.
Massive.
And
have to do that.
Yeah, and when I was having a bad day and I just crumbled, Dad would be there for me and pick me up and say, Lovey, we've got this, and vice versa, because they were dads. I think there were days where you both cried.
Your support structure is important, but each other, you are each other's biggest strength.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh. You look so good. You are the first adult that I'm speaking to. Really? Yes, the first microplane baby that's now an adult. A beautiful young lady like you. When you were born, you were first on the ventilator. Dr. Weber was the paediatrician. And you were just very special because at that stage in the unit, you were the smallest baby there. Wow. And the sickest, and it is really my forte, looking after little babies and see how they progress. So you were very special. Oh, I even get emotional just thinking of that now.
I'm getting emotional with you saying. You were such an important part. You're still an important part of my life. I think you're always going to be such an important part of my life. I mean, my parents have spoken about you for years. So to finally get to actually speak with you is incredible.
You felt like my baby, you know? And that is how I got attached to you and just wanted the best for you. Not to struggle. Because I mean, why must you struggle? You were supposed to be in your mother's womb at that stage. And here you are lying, struggling with breathing and lots of other challenges, which is not fair really. But nature's, it's you can't go against nature. You wanted to be here, and that is the day that you were born. It was a long journey for you to in ICU, and here you are. And sometimes, you know, you tell the parents at the day of the birth, it's going to be a long relationship. There's going to be uphills and downhills. There will be times that things are not going to be good, but being strong, you survive that.
So good to see you.
Yeah. Very nice to see you too after all these years.
It's quite emotional, to be honest, being back in space. I don't obviously remember it, but I think somewhere in my mind I kind of do, if that makes sense. It feels like familiar. And it feels familiar to see you. I know we haven't seen each other in like 22 years.
Last time I saw you, I came to Ray. Got their place on 2 kilograms and being packed up to go home. Yeah, very little baby.
only came out like they're fragile. And I remember your mom being quite overwhelmed. I actually, tears up and very overwhelmed.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
I think you're expecting one thing and then for it to go so differently.
Yeah, and I think nothing prepares you for it because, as you'll see, the environment is full of technical equipment. You're worried about your little baby that's so small. And then along you come and you're very delicate.
You guys are really part of our family, to be honest, Such an important part of our lives, then and still, though.
It's the most amazing thing to see someone like you.
Thank you.
I don't think you've put in words what it does for my heart. To see a 26-weeker just sit in front of me and can see and speak and visit me and have a laugh. It's the most beautiful thing.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
How does it feel knowing that you saved my life, literally, and are one of the reasons I'm sitting here talking to you today?
It's emotional, and I also feel deeply honored. But I have to say it wasn't just me. It was a team effort, which includes nursing staff, pharmacists, just the general operation in the hospital. And it's us all working together to provide you with the best care possible. And medicine has made it possible for babies as early as 26 weeks to have a fighting chance. It's incredibly moving to see you now thriving and doing well. Knowing that I played a part in your survival and that you're able to sit here today is something I'll always cherish.
I'm Ricky Dipner. I'm a neonatologist in Blouberg and N1 City. We run the Neonatal ICU, and a lot of people don't really know what a neonatologist is. So it's a subspecialty of pediatrics, and we look after babies where we have problems in the first 28 days of life. And then as you go earlier and earlier in the pregnancy, then the development is obviously in various stages of maturation. So for instance, if you look at the lungs, at 34 weeks, everything's fully developed, but it's not fully working. And that's the problem. So you've got a moving target. Everything in that body needs to be assisted. I mean, if you look at a 22 and a 23-weeker, for instance, their skin is basically transparent. Their biggest organ is their skin. Then you're not focusing so much on lungs and heart and brains, but you're focusing more on, are we just going to not hurt their skin? Because the normal linen is so fragile on their skin. It's like little things like that. They make huge differences.
How do you, with the linen, how do you,
Sheepskin.
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 So linen is hard. Linen also has chemicals on it. So, and their skin, and we'll protect the skin with an artificial type of granny flex skin. But sheepskin, fleece blankets, every plaster we put on, we try and do silicone based because it will do damage to the skin. If you traction on the skin, it can cause damage. If you clean them, even an alcohol swab burns them. It's the biggest challenge of a microprem is their skin. Their skin is like it's Pandora's box. You never know what's going to happen to it.
I'm Sister Kaylee. I work in the Neonatal ICU at Blouberg Medcare, and I have been working in neonates for the past 20 plus years. In the environment that we provide here in the NICU, we try and mimic that environment and try and keep all those developmental factors to continue growing while you're here. So we would provide humidification, protection of your skin, your immunity, your positioning, your feeding, your bonding with your mom, your just all those small little factors. We try and add those small things one at a time, slowly, so that you wouldn't have large gaps missing by the time you are 40 weeks.
What do you find to be your favorite part of the job? To be the most rewarding part?
My job is taking on the untouchables. So the ones where everybody tells us, there isn't any hope for this job. Because we don't do outpatients, because we just sit in the ICU, we can spend all of our time focusing on one baby. We're very fortunate to be able to do that. And because of that, our team is dedicated. And it's nursing staff, it's doctors, it's every part of the team focused on trying to push the boundaries. I think that's the nicest part of my job, that I can push the boundaries.
My most favorite part about my job would definitely be the first time a mom gets to hold her baby. I think I'm going to cry now. Such a wuss. I think after a mom has had a special baby, or fought so long to fall pregnant and then had a baby that's been so sick and hasn't held her baby sometimes for 20 to 40 days, and you get to place that baby on her chest for the first time, that feeling of emotion and love and being the sister to do that and walking that road with that mom for so long, that is probably the best part of my job.
The first for me is the most rewarding part of the job. Definitely that. The first time she gets to actually touch her baby. The first time she gets to kangaroo care. The first time she gets to breastfeed. And we always prepare and tell them it's going to be little licks. It's not going to be a full on, the baby's going to learn. Because unlike a term baby that just grabs and eats, this little baby has to learn what is this about and just experience taste for the first time. The first time you give them a little bit of milk in their little mouths, or the first time you can actually handle them without affecting their vital signs. That's for me the most rewarding, most amazing part of the job.
You get that job satisfaction. You've done your part.
I think one of the most rewarding aspects of my job is knowing that I can make a significant impact. Your journey from such a fragile start to now a reminder of why we do this work. It's not about just saving lives in the moment, but about giving people a fighting chance to live a full, meaningful life afterwards. It is it's not just a job, it's a calling.
The sisters were so good. Sylvie and Diane. I mean, they were all brilliant, but those were your two main nurses that looked after you. Without them, we wouldn't have.
Sylvie always used to say, baby will decide the timeline.
Yes.
It's baby that'll go. It's not you. You don't rush it, whatever the case may be.
Not the
doctor won't decide the timeline. Baby will decide when she's ready.
She'll let you know when she's ready to go home. And you did.
It's been a really amazing journey. It's been a really emotional journey, I'm not going to lie. Getting to speak to my parents about something that was such a big moment and such a big experience for them and such a difficult experience. Obviously to the medical staff, my NICU sisters, Diane and Sylvie, two of them that I've interviewed, and my paediatrician, Dr. Weber, and getting to speak to them and hear their insight into everything, specifically from what they remember about me and my family. The work that they do is so incredibly important and has helped shape the lives of so many people. And getting to reunite with them was one of the best experiences of my life.
Will Cather, an American author who lived from 1876 to 1947, wrote, "Where there is great love, there are always miracles." And Emily is ours.